Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsten and we do some cash envelope stuffings, and I throw in a couple other type of videos as well, such as organizing and just decluttering. So if you like that type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe bar and like this video as it helps the channel grow. Speaking of growing, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers, so I just wanted to say hi and actually happy Thanksgiving because I'm doing this video on Thanksgiving. I really wanted to make sure I got this video up because of just, I tried timing it with when the banks are going to be closed and whatnot, and I was very excited to get this video up. So in today's video, we are stuffing a total of $1,557. Typically at the end of the month, we have more income than at the beginning of the month, if that makes sense. And again, if you're new, I do the finances between both myself and my husband. I do not stuff any bills. So all the bills are just drafted out of a regular checking account. So any of the money that you see go into sinking funds, and stay tuned because you'll kind of see like how we split our sinking funds up and whatnot. So let's jump in. Before I start with my wallet, actually, I want to put our change away. So this here, I don't know if you guys can see that. So we have, so this is the jar we're using right now. I decided because it's around Thanksgiving and this container kind of like goes with Thanksgiving. It says give thanks and be grateful. So, and it's almost full, so I figured we're gonna finish this up, take it to the bank, and then we'll start using my new change jar that I bought that is Harry Potter related. And this is pretty much almost full, and it's so heavy, you guys. So this week, this is between me and my husband, so we have a good sized chunk of change that we're gonna throw into here. Let me just grab it all. There, so this is the handful of change between both me and my husband. So we're gonna plop that in there, and we are pretty much gonna be able to bring this, either roll the coins or bring them to one of those coin things at our bank, and that should probably be done about another one or two handfuls. So that's exciting. So I'm going to put that back here. All right, now we're going to jump into the wallet. So the first thing I wanted to start off with, so as you guys know, or maybe some of you know, we are expecting, and we've been working on the nursery. So we've actually had one of my husband's friend's dad helping him work on that, and we wanted to give him some money for helping us do that. So I am going to be putting aside $500 for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I just want to pull that up now just so we can put it in the card and get that ready to go to him. We are so very grateful for all his help, and the nursery looks amazing. My husband has been doing a really good job too. I'm excited that he kind of got to learn the process also along the way. All right, and then we're going to jump into just our regular wallet. And the first thing is food. So we are getting $25 for food. And whoops, I grabbed a 50. All right, there we go. So 25, I used all the money in my envelope this past pay period. I think last pay period we didn't have any lunch money, so I kind of basically used my money as lunch money. I don't think I went to Dunkin's once within the last week, which is surprising. But now we have $25 in there. Next we have needs. That is getting $50. And now it has 50. There's nothing left. We've been really trying to stockpile a bunch of stuff in preparation for baby, so typically this doesn't have anything left, but now it has 50. Spending has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, $4, and we will set this aside for the dollar challenge. And spending is getting 25. 20 and a 5, so I have 25. And I just remembered, I feel like I do this every time. My husband also, for food, he gets $25, so I'm going to pull that. And then for spending, he also gets $25. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. All right, and then dining out is going to get 100, and I did that all in 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Now, I was back and forth on how much to put in here, and we've been trying to refrain from going out, but honestly, because we're having baby soon, we're kind of like, I guess, embracing the fact that we can still go out to eat. So we're just leaving it as is and just enjoying the time that we have with each other and just going out to eat here and there. Nothing too excessive, but we are putting $100 in. So, and especially since it's the holidays, like around the holidays, I'm sure we're going to want to enjoy some time out. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100 in dining out. Put that in there. What is your favorite place to go out to eat, you guys? Because me and my husband, we love fish tacos. We love Mexican places, which a lot of the places around us, like our favorite Mexican, oh my goodness, our favorite Mexican restaurants around us, like keep on closing, and we have to keep finding like another place that we really like. And yeah, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys like. Next we have lunches, and that is getting 15. So a 10 and a 5. There. And now lunches has 15. And my husband also gets 15 as well. So I'm going to pull that for him. All right, next is giving, and giving is getting $2. I did spend some money out of here. So my coworker, who's also pregnant, she has been buying cases of water. We sit right next to us, and like the cooler at our work has been like down lately. And like I guess there's like particles in it. I don't know, it was gross. So she's been buying cases of water, and I have just been giving some cash on the side. Since she's been buying them. And then also there was like a little donation thing on the, like around our house. So like, you know, when they stand out for like donations, I threw like $1 in for a donation. So I like just keeping a little bit of money in here. So whenever something comes up like that, I have the ability to give a little something. Because, you know, every dollar counts. So, in giving, we have $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and $7 in giving. Alright. Perfect. And deposit has nothing in there. That's just if I have any money I need to owe back to our bank account. And then I have a whole bunch of receipts that I'm going to scan into the Fetch app. It is a reward app. You kind of accrue points over time after scanning receipts, and you can get like gift cards. So there is a referral code in the description box. If you sign up, you get points with my referral code, and I get points. It's a win-win. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check that out. And that completes the wallet, besides these two that I still have not bought envelopes for. And I'm not in a rush. I mean, these work perfectly fine and they fit in my purse just fine. So not too concerned on that. Alright, so we have the clothing envelope, and I actually just bought some items. I did end up buying something to wear today for Thanksgiving. Well, I didn't buy it today, but you know what I mean. And I bought I bought a cardigan because I've been on a hunt for some cardigans, especially for like postpartum. And then I bought like a comfy sweatshirt as well. So we have $2 left over, and we are putting in $20. I think I'm gonna put the $1 in the $1 saving challenge, because I think at the end of the year we're gonna count it and see how much we're at, and I figured I don't know what I'm gonna do with that money, who knows. So we're just gonna throw those $2 into the $1 challenge. So we have 20 in clothing, which is good. And then we have a baby boy, and if you're new, this cash envelope is mainly stuffed with money I get from our local consignment store. So whatever money I make from the clothes that sell at the consignment, I just put in here. Like, I cash it out once it reaches over like $20, and then I just throw that money in here. And we have 50, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. So $79 in there. I'm going to roll the ones in. I'm going to keep the ones in the envelope just because I like keeping whatever I can on hand for baby. So those are the wallet envelopes. And then we are going to move on to short-term binder. All right, and we have pets. And we currently have, let's see, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60 in there. And we are adding $100. So we need to get food for them, and I think mainly that's it, but we need to start saving for our dog's grooming again. So that's why I want to try and put as much as we can, especially because we just seem to have to be, like, keep getting them things right now. So I'm trying to build this up. So we have 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So 160, which is perfect. Their food is like maybe a little under 100. So we'll have extra in there. So that is pets. And then we have car maintenance. We have 100, 200, 250, 260, and we are putting in $15. So now we have 100, 200, 250, 260, 270, and 275. I just couldn't count for a moment. So 275 in car maintenance, which is awesome, because we are all caught up with our cars, so I'm just trying to bulk this up. And then we have date night. Date night is getting $5. We currently have 15, so now we have 20. And as I mentioned, this is just for like more expensive date nights. And then we have events. And now, I think I mentioned in the previous video, I decided to host a Friendsgivmas. I really want to get all our friends together before baby comes, and just for the holidays. It's been really hard to like get us all together, so I figured this would be a perfect opportunity and it would be fun. So for events, we currently have 20, but we are going to put 10 in there. We are going to be cooking food, kind of like potluck style, and then we are going to do a Yankee swap as well, and probably just play games and whatnot, but I'm super excited for this. So we have $30 in events. This will cover our Yankee swap gift, and then we have a gift card that I got from my work for our local grocery store, and we're going to use that to buy the food. I think me and my husband are going to be doing the meat, mashed potatoes, and I think a dessert I'm going to make as well. My husband's going to be doing the cooking of the regular food. I'll probably do the dessert because I don't like cooking, you guys. Fun fact. Let me know if you guys like cooking. So $30 in events. And then we have holidays. This is just, we are currently saving up for Valentine's Day. This is for like decor, or it could be used, like if I didn't have enough in events, I could potentially use this money. So that is that envelope. So we have $10 currently, and it is getting $5. So now we have 15 in Now we have 15 in holidays. Alright, and then we have my hubby envelope. And in this envelope, we currently have 20, and we are putting $5 in there. So he has $25 and in his envelope. And then my husband has a wifey envelope, and that is getting $5 as well. So I'm going to set this aside for him. And then we have self-care. I recently just got my hair done. It was more expensive than I thought it was gonna be, but that's okay. We paid back the account the rest of the amount that I didn't have in here. So I initially had, what was it, 100? Yeah, 126. And it was well over $200. I think I mentioned she started at another salon, and I knew her prices were going up. But that's okay. She's totally worth it. And I don't think I'm going to be seeing her for a while. So this self-care envelope is getting $25. I'm not too concerned about, because like we scheduled my appointment in February, so and that's even if I have my appointment in February, and I get balayage. We've been kind of working my hair so that it's more, I guess, less maintenance. So we prepared for this, so we should be totally fine saving up for my next hair appointment. So self-care now has $25 in there. And we have the $1 challenge, but we are gonna wait until we get through our other envelopes. So let's put this let's put this binder aside, and we'll come back to the $1 challenge. So next we have our long-term binder. I do have all these binders linked below, just in case you want to buy them. I got them from Amazon. Alright, the first thing we have is school debt, and this is just for Matt's college he went to a while back that he just owes from like a dropped class or something. I don't know, but we're slowly saving up for this so that he can go back to school, because he can't get his transcript from them until then. So that is getting 25. We currently have 100, 120, and 140. So 20 and a 5. So now that brings it to 100, 120, 140, 160, and 165. Alright, and then we have vets. And vets is at 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, and 87. And we are putting in $50. So we have 50, 100, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135, and I am going to, now that we have a little bit more in this envelope, I'm going to move the two $1 bills into the $1 challenge, because I feel more comfortable with the amount we have in this. Good. And then we have vacation. Move this over. Alright, and then we have vacation. And this will be pretty much depleted soon. I finally figured out what we're going to do for our baby moon. Nothing spectacular. They're little day trips. So we're going to this like nightlight event near us. It's like kind of like a winter thing. And then we're going to a Yankee Candle store. My husband hasn't been to our local one. It's like the Village. I don't know if you guys have them around you guys, but he hasn't been to it, which is kind of wild. Like I used to go when I was younger, and it's like amazing. I love it. And there's like a room that like snows. I don't know. So we're gonna take a trip there and probably go out to eat around there as well. So that is what this money is for. We currently have 100, 120, 130, 135, 140, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So 145, and then we are putting in 15. we already paid for the tickets for the nightlight event thing. So that has been taken out. So this is just pretty much spending money. Alright, so we have 100, 120, 130, 140, 145, 150, 155, 156, 57, 58, 59, and 60. So 160. Alright, we now have pellets and oil. I'm messing up all the money. And this is at 50, 100, 110, 125. No, how did that happen? 50, 100, 110, 115, 120. And we are putting in $15. So a 10 and a 5. There we go. So we have 50, 100, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135. So that is good there. Alright, and then we have miscellaneous. So I decided I'm going to put $5 in this. I don't have anything specific. I mean, the only thing I was thinking of is saving up for new cell phones, because we do definitely need new cell phones. So I might make this that type of envelope, but I kind of want to do a savings challenge for the new year for that, so it might change, and this just might be like a buffer. So again, it's just miscellaneous. So we just have $5 in there. And then we have landscaping. And landscaping is getting $5. We currently have 25. So now we have 20, 25, 30. Good. And then I just realized I need to go back into my wallet, because for spending, where is it? I was supposed to do $5 in ones and leave that 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So spending has 25. I like having ones because it's easier to break that money up depending on what I'm buying. So totally forgot about that. Alright, and then we have electronics, and electronics currently has 100, 150, 155, and that is getting $25. So 20 and a 5. And that brings it to 100, 150, 170, 175, 180. Hopefully I got that right. And if you guys are new to the channel, I am trying to save up for an iPad. So that is what this envelope is for. Alright, so that is that envelope. And then the last few 20s, we have 40, so that is correct. This is for my husband's haircut. He needs a haircut soon, so we have $40 going towards that for him. So I'm going to set that money aside for him. And then we are going to do, we're going to just do the $1 challenge now, and then we'll move on to our Capital One account. Alright, so let me get the $1 challenge out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 going into the $1 challenge, which is a good amount. I didn't think we were going to have much left over from last pay period, so that's awesome. Alright, so there's that. I'll pull it up just so we can take like a look. But a good amount so far, and we do have a $20 in the back. That is because I made change for something, so sometimes I'll have bigger bills in here, but it's mostly all ones. Alright, so there's the $1 challenge. Alright, and so we are going to do our Capital One binder. So we have a Capital One account, and it has multiple accounts that we use as sinking funds that we prefer using a debit card for, or it's just a higher amount that we'd rather not have envelopes for. This is all stuffed with prop money because it's an online banking account and I'm not going to show my online account. So if you're new, that is what we are stuffing these envelopes with. It's not real money, it's fake money. So the first one we have is our baby envelope. So we have a baby cash envelope that is stuffed with our consignment money, and then this one, it's just labeled kids because that's what I had on hand. This is what we usually put money in, and as a higher amount in it. We are still working on buying like the last few things for baby, but we are pretty much good to go. So I'm very excited. So this has, let's see, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 570, 590, 591. Let me see if I got that right. Yep. And we are adding 120 to baby. So 100 and 120. And now that brings it to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 670, 690, 710, 711. I think I got that right. Let me know in the comments below if I messed that up. But yes, so that is very good. Then we have our Christmas account. I have pulled majority of the money into our checking account because we started buying the Christmas gifts that we need to. I finalized my list and I started buying the stuff on there. There is still a little bit in the account just as a buffer, and we have the rest just sitting in the checking account because there's a couple more things we need to buy for people. But otherwise, Christmas shopping is going to be done soon, so I'm very excited. So we have 50, 55, 56, 57 just sitting in the account right now. This will probably be used because we budget $500 for Christmas. So that will probably change once we do our annual budget review, which me and my husband do at the end of the year. We just kind of go over what our goals are for the next year and what has to change since we are having a baby. Obviously our Christmas fund will probably change for next year, and if you guys want a video on that, let me know in the comments below because I can definitely do that. That would be fun. So that is our Christmas envelope. It's not getting anything. I think I might start funding it again next month, but I think I might wait because I think the amount we're going to put in this is going to increase for next year, so I might just start it at the new year. And then we have our health account, and we currently have, let's see, 100, 200, 220, 230, and 231, and we are putting in $50. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, and 281 in there. So that is our health envelope. And then gas is, I lowered it this time around, and I think I did last time. I think I only did 50. I did 50 again because we still have quite a bit in this account. We currently have 100, 150, and then 160 in there because we both just recently filled up our cars. So that is getting $50. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Yes. So gas is getting 50. So we now have 100, 150, 200, and 210. I'm going to take these two 50s and put a $100 bill in here. So 210 in gas. And then we have bills. This is our month ahead envelope or account. And we are, let's see, we are putting in $10. I'm not stressing out too much about this envelope. I'm just putting in as much as we can here and there, just so we can eventually just be a month ahead. But we are putting in $10. So now we have 50, 100, 110, 111. There is a $1 in here because, again, it's an online bank account, so interest accrues. So it's just, there's an extra dollar essentially from interest that has built up within that account. So that is why. So that is the bills envelope. Then we have gifts. This has been depleted because we've had birthdays and then baby showers and just everything going on. We literally have only $4 in here right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we don't have much, but I think we are okay to start saving up now for a good bit. So gifts now is going to have, well, we're adding $25. So we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 in there. I think the next birthday is my mom's. So I think we should be okay to start building this up, hopefully. But yeah, so that is a good amount though, just in case we do need to get someone soon, and then I can just save up. Because my mom's birthday is at the end of January, so that is the gift envelope. And then we have house, and then that is getting, let's see, well, let's see what we have in here. So we have 100, 150, 170, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 188 in there, and house is getting 100. We have to order, I'm in between ordering 2 different things right now. I think the closet system from the nursery, depending if we have enough in the house reno, I might buy it with that, or I might buy it with this. But we also need to get stools for our island in the kitchen, and we've been prolonging that for the longest time, and I really would like stools in there, so we'll see. But we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285, 86, 87, 88. $288 in there. And that is the house envelope. And then we have house reno, which I don't have an extra envelope. So we just have this makeshift envelope. We currently have 20, 30, 31. We are pretty much done the nursery. There's a few more things we need to buy, and then also we had to return something, so that money is going to drop back into this. So I think we'll have an additional 20 something dollars added back in, not including the, let's see how much we're putting in. So we are putting in $50, so not including this, but we should have another like $20 or so added. So we have 50, 70, 80, 81 in there. So that is our house reno envelope. And all right, and then that completes all of our cash envelope stuffing for today's video. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday. And for those that are new, thank you so much for subscribing. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, and it means so much for me. And for the ones that have stuck around, I appreciate it. I'm so excited that you are here for our journey for financial freedom, and also just welcoming our new baby into the world. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and drop the turkey emoji if you've gotten to the end of this video. I would love to know. All right, bye guys.